we stored our starter, half of our starter, in these 55-gallon drums. So we're gonna open up now and see how well it's stored. Did it survive? Okay. It's got a good seal. And it looks perfect. Smell test says everything is A-OK, so that's awesome. This is a viable way for long-term storage of grain. I knew it would be. You just never know for sure until you do it. So, one thing that we wanted to do when we were setting out to figure out where we're going to put the sea monsters is try to position them so that once we are ready to butcher them, they will have been moved to, or very close to, where we want to butcher them, so we don't have to spend any extra time moving them to the butcher spot. Unfortunately, my original plan of moving them out to the north pasture was not going to work because I didn't account for all the trees out there, and we're not going to be able to fit 3 or 4 chicken tractors out there to move all nicely together. So we decided to move them to the south pasture where the sheep were just moved to. We've got them near there on grass, so we're going to have to do one big move from where they're at now, which we'll show you in a minute, to where they're going to be, which is that first spot that we trimmed and cleared and put the sheep.
What you doing, Pumpkin?
This is the life of a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. They bond like real hardcore on one person. And it's not that she's not friendly with me or that she doesn't enjoy pets and playtime with Daddy, but she will never not react like this when Mommy leaves. It's her life. Wait for Mommy to come back and then act like a normal dog again. Otherwise she's gonna constantly be like looking for Mommy. Where did Mommy go? Oh, here she comes. Oh, so excited. Oh, so excited. It's not severe anxiety or separation anxiety, just being a Cavalier. My rule of thumb is if I can easily just get my boot under there, it's way too high. It needs to be set on more level ground.
Taking
Alright, I can't get my boot under there now.
There we go. Where we're going.
It's just us and the...
Good, I know how to stop this thing. Okay, let's check just in case. Yeah, that's supposed to be there. That's supposed to be there.
Give me a second, guys.
Okay, good. It's there.
By the way, my mom and dad don't know I'm recording. We got geese and chicks in here. Like, try not to zap you guys. Oh gosh, he's angry. Oh, he's probably angry at you guys. Hey, calm down, bruh. Come on, let's go. He doesn't like you guys.
Hello, Night. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh, yeah. See, the chicken's not gonna hurt you. This little chicken was getting pecked on the head, so we removed it. Quarantined it for a little bit. A few days maybe. And I I think it might be all right to put it back in with them now, so we'll give it a try. But you gotta remove them if they start getting pecked too much, because they'll literally just peck it to death. All right, there you go. Back with your flock. Well, I think that's enough water for this spot. Oh shoot. So then from here we'll move them down. So they're just gonna move from here down once and again to cover the depth of the field here. And then we'll move them that way a little more to cover the last edge of the west end of this field. All right, so basically the idea is we want to run our chicken run right alongside these trees and then into the middle of them. So there's a path, there's 2 rows of trees here. And we want to run our electric chicken fence, poultry fence, right down the middle between these 2 trees and then out into the grass. That's gonna give them space to both forage in the open, and when these geese go off like they're doing right now, let them know there's a threat, then they can run under the trees and still have some protection. So we don't want to trim these back as much maybe, but we're gonna need to trim them back some. So they're gonna run right up through here. I'll trim it all up, and then I'll trim up all the trees, and then I'll run it through with the string trimmer. Get the rest of this cleared out so we can run a fence without it being grounded out on the grass and the underbrush. Leaving as much behind for them to clean up as possible, because that's really what they're supposed to do. Is they're going to clean up all of the greenery, probably eat it all, or just trample it down. I mean, over here this used to be all overgrown, and now there's basically nothing. It's turned all brown. Then also some of this stuff's just sticking out a little further. You know, my fence line is running right about here. Well, I can snake it around a little bit, but I don't want to have to snake it around so much. And I don't want the branches, I don't want the fence catching on the branches, so. So again, until we were taking these trees out, I don't want to trim them up too much. Just enough to give us some space to run the birds back here. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll switch sides, and instead of the open side being out there, it'll be on the other side, closer to our machine shed, and we'll run them along the other side of trees so they can clean out the underbrush there as well. But like I said, they've got a little more growing to do before they can really do much with some of the bigger stuff. Eventually, when we're ready, we'll clear out the rest of these trees completely, but we want to have backups in place. You know, I'll probably take out the completely dead ones, plant new ones, plant new little trees in here, make sure that they've got enough access to sunlight, so we might have to clear around them a little further, take down a dead tree and maybe 2 of the live but almost dead trees around it so it gets sunlight. And at that point, we'll clear out the rest of this brush. For the time being, this is cover for our chickens so that they don't get eaten by hawks and eagles.